Hey guys, it's Rob here and welcome back to another video. So in this video, we do have some more Nintendo Switch 2 news to talk about, some pretty fantastic things, some pretty interesting things too. If you guys end up enjoying this video, make sure you guys do leave a like, it really helps the video get pushed when you do, and of course subscribe for more Nintendo news, leaks, rumors, and all of that great stuff. So the Nintendo Switch 2 has been a fantastic time for me. There are a lot of games that I'm looking forward to. I've been having fun with a lot of different games as well. I've been playing a couple different games, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment, Hades 2, and of course I'm looking forward to games like Metroid Prime 4 and of course Kirby Air Riders. And overall, the future for the Nintendo Switch 2 seems pretty bright, couple blemishes, but it's not all that bad. And with so many games releasing, it seems that there's gonna be a storage issue that I'm probably gonna run into and a lot of other people are gonna run into. And if you want to play the Final Fantasy VII Remake, you might have to upgrade your storage. This is what the Twitter account said about the storage. Correction to Final Fantasy VII Remake integrated storage requirements on Nintendo Switch 2. Standard Edition 90GB to 95, Limited Early Purchase Edition and Limited Early Purchase Digital Deluxe Edition 93.8GB to 99GB. The My Nintendo Store page will be updated soon, and this is one of the things that I find extremely interesting in discussion that is happening right now, and of course this also brings in the talk of the game keycards as well. When it comes to this game and other games that are higher, we're also seeing not only third-party games being higher too, we're also seeing first-party games from Nintendo being higher too. Now the director has spoke out about this as well as how this affects the game and why it is an actual game keycard, because this game is a game keycard, by the way. And the director of this game has spoken out about that. Genki_Japan has this to say. Final Fantasy VII Remake director Naoki Hamaguchi says it's hard to put modern high-definition games on Switch 2 game cartridges because of the lower loading speeds. Says game keycards allow them to provide richer experiences to players on Switch 2. And this was his direct quote. The loading speed on the old cartridges makes it difficult for developers to make the modern high-definition quality-rich games that are common now. If we have to rely on cartridge loading speeds, it becomes difficult to make games that work properly. Having the game keycard, which is close to downloading a game, allows us to make games in a way that works for us. It means we can provide players with deep and richer experiences, so I really hope fans come around to it. Now, if that's the case, if there's just no way to get these bigger games that can't fit on the cartridge, not like, I don't know, Pokopia, that should be on the cartridge, in my opinion, it's 10GB, I don't know what they're doing there, but for games that are like, 95 to 100GB or more, how do you actually get your games on these platforms? Let me know in the comment section below. Would you rather just not have the game on the platform at all? Because there's an interesting question that a lot of people do come across when they come across this problem. The fact that these games can't run on the Nintendo Switch 2 cartridges themselves because of the cartridge itself. So what do you do then? Do you just not put these games on the Nintendo Switch 2? Do you wait until there is a cartridge that can run that, right? And this is assuming there is truly no way for these games to actually run on the cartridge itself. What would you guys do? Because in my personal opinion, if there truly is no way to get these games on the Nintendo Switch 2 without having it be a game keycard, then that's kind of the thing I guess we're gonna have to do to get it on the Nintendo Switch 2. I would rather have the game keycard than it not being on the system at all, in my personal opinion. But if there is a way to get these to run on the Nintendo Switch 2 on the cartridge, then they need to do that. Whatever that way is to get it run, then they need to do it. Again, share your opinions down in the comment section below. With that being said, let's move on to the next topic. PokéPark Kanto includes a major area those with limited mobility can't access. So this is what Nintendo Life has to say. As you may have been already aware, PokéPark Kanto is officially opening to the public on the 5th February 2026. The Pokemon branded theme park will be a permanent fixture in Yomiuri Land in Tokyo Tama Hills, and will be divided into two core areas, Pokemon Forest and Sedgetown. The thing is, if you have limited mobility, then you might not be allowed into the Pokemon Forest area at all. Yes, as covered by IGN, and the official PokéPark website states that those unable to climb 110 steps without assistance will not be able, or Jesus, man, not be allowed to enter. In addition, the Japanese site states that those who require the use of wheelchairs will also be restricted. Understandably, the site clarifies that this is to ensure visitor safety. Now, apparently the Pokemon Forest has like steep hills, tunnels, stairs. The site even says that the visitor should expect grassy areas and uneven plains according to Nintendo Life. So I can see why they're doing this. If you do end up letting people with that, there's a risk of injury, you know, especially in a forest. You can definitely hurt yourself pretty bad, especially if it's like a steep fall, stuff like that. And then of course you enter the area of, well, what if this person wants to sue the Pokemon company or the PokéPark or the people who own it or whoever owns that actual park? Then you start getting into the legal stuff. So from that perspective, it is understandable. They also do say that Sedgetown, meanwhile, will offer up a whole bunch of additional attractions, including rides, stores, and Sedge Gym, where attendees can watch Pokemon stage shows. You'll also have a chance to connect with other Pokemon trainers at the Primarina fountain. So for people who can't go into the forest, there's still stuff for them to do according to Nintendo Life. The one good thing is they actually told people about this ahead of time. I mean, could you imagine, especially for people who don't live near the actual park? Imagine if you're like out of the country and you travel to that country and you get all the way there and you're spending all this money, you're so excited, and they're like, nope, you can't go into this part of the park. And I guarantee there's probably going to be people who don't actually do their research on it, and they're going to find out that they're not able to enter the forest, which is going to be unfortunate, but hey, you should have did your research, right? I mean, when visiting any place, you should do your research beforehand anyways, but some people don't and then they get shocked. But yeah, let me know what you think about that down in the comment section below. Do you think it's unfair? Do you think it's fair? Do you think it makes sense? Do you think they should change it? Let me know in the comment section below. And moving on to the next topic, I found some couple interesting tweets over on Twitter that have to do with the Legend of Zelda movie. So Sage of Time over on Twitter, the Twitter handle is Kaede Kyrie or Kaede_Kyrie. They say, not to potentially rile up. No, it's an adaptation of Breath of the Wild, people, again, but I just noticed something about the tunic. The embroidery looks familiar, and you're seeing that tweet on your screen right now, and yeah, it definitely does look like Breath of the Wild inspired. I think that's one thing about the movie, is that it's inspired by multiple Legend of Zelda movies. It's not just one Legend of Zelda movie. Very clearly, Link is inspired by something like, I don't know, Twilight Princess or something similar to that. You could even say Ocarina of Time, the older Link. It's not inspired by Link from Breath of the Wild, but very clearly, Zelda is inspired by Breath of the Wild. Also, other Zelda versions where they do wear, or where she wears a blue dress. You know, The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. I actually have a feeling that The Legend of Zelda's version of Zelda is a mixture between probably Breath of the Wild and A Link to the Past, because it is kind of like a dress, but there's also a little bit of inspiration from Breath of the Wild as well. And speaking of Zelda, so Hating is a Spart over on Twitter says, the small Triforce symbols on Zelda is a very nice touch, and as you're seeing on the tweet right here, and this does make me wonder, how great is this actually going to be? If they're putting that much detail into the actual clothes, how much detail are they putting into like the world and the characters, and then like, in future movies, if there are future movies, the development of each character. I mean, are we even gonna get the same characters when we move into later stages of different movies, or are we gonna get different Links and Zeldas? That's really the exciting thing about this. Are we gonna get eventually like a TV show with a different version of Link and Zelda? I mean, there's a lot of potential there. I mean, heck, if they really wanted to, they could even make an animated series and still have it fit within the live action series. So that's gonna be really cool to see. But let me know what you guys think about today's topics down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.